Welcome to One Word Stories. My name is Joanna Zell, and I'm tremendously thrilled to welcome a very, very interesting and inspiring guest of mine, Armando Milani. Buongiorno, Armando.
Buongiorno, come stai?
Bene, e tu?
Bene, molto bene, grazie.
Grazie, grazie mille. Unfortunately, it's the limitation of my Italian. Nevertheless, if for whatever reason we jump in, either Armando or me, with any Italian words, you know the reason. It's the language of art, it's the language of design, it's the language that one can immediately communicate many, many ideas. And sometimes it's even nicer to hear the original word than this word in whatever other language. So Armando is a well-known graphic designer. He completed the Umanitaria, which is the Milanese graphic design school founded by Albe Steinert. So Albe
Mhm.
Steinert was actually your maestro, if I am allowed to say so. And after succeeding in graphic design in Italy, Armando moved to New York and had his career over there. And actually, what was really, really interesting to hear from Armando and also from his wife, Cynthia Milani, was the moment when he actually decided to leave the corporate world and to move to the social justice, social rights space. And when this move was actually also partly the physical move, when he decided to relocate again to Italy, to Milan, and to south of France, to Côte d'Azur. So, Armando, I'm tremendously curious to hear from you, directly from you. What was the moment when you decided that the time is ripe to shift from the corporate world and logo and corporate design to, yes, design for social justice, for social
It
rights?
started in 2002 because I was invited in Beijing to be a jury to judge 500 poster of a Red Cross for peace. We were five designer international, and we decide first, second, and third prize. And it was a lot of discussion with Chinese, and after we decided, and it was very well successful. And this happened coming back by plane to Paris because at that point we were living in Paris, and I was thinking if I was participating as a designer, what I would have done. And at 10,000 meter, I got this inspiration of a dove that take the A because peace is missing the A. So the dove is flying and taking the A in the nest of his. After, I had to tell you that speaking with my daughter in Paris, because my daughter is very smart, and she told me, "Ma bellissimo, bellissimo, but daddy, we need war also, no?" And I started to think, war is true. And the war as an A too. So and that was fantastic. I took the A from war, moving up to peace. I proposed it to the United Nations and they use it to celebrate the 60-year celebration foundation in San Francisco. And from them, it was a success everywhere. And so this this success gave me the strength to go ahead. And I started to think about I have to do more for the humanity. Yes,
Mm,
there are two very important messages that follow the dove, no? Because the dove is peace, but there is also the opposite, the eagle that take the from peace to war
yeah, yeah.
to denounce the violence. And the third one of a colibri, which is a fantastic little bird, no, that survive in the North Pole and the equator.
The hummingbird, yeah.
yeah, that represent the will to survive, the ability, so small that to survive in all the part of the world, and is a symbology of react, not just speaking, but react, find a way to reach the peace. No, that's a symbol of the third one, and the three together they work very well. They were. I did a lot of exhibition, and I put always these three bigger immediately. So you can see.
Mhm.
You mentioned Albe Steiner.
Yeah.
Albe Steiner, I was 20 years old, but why I decided to go to school Umanitaria is because I saw this poster. See this?
Yes.
I started my book, as a matter of fact, with this because looking at this poster, which is I think is beautiful, because the helmet with a rose. Looking at this poster, I understood exactly what I'm doing now. That with an image, you can communicate a concept from the eye from the eye to the heart.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm doing a book now of my work. I hope that it will be ready. But it takes a lot of time. But from the eye to the heart, that's very important. And yes, on the base of that concept, of that image, I develop all my paths.
Yes, actually, I'm a happy owner of
This.
this beautiful book.
Yeah,
100 posters, Eco Humanity.
exactly.
And after having a look at your beautiful dove poster from War to Peace, I would like to focus for a moment on this one because it corresponds with this idea a lot, namely, what kind of future do we want to have for our children?
Yes.
What was the inspiration for this nuclear explosion coming from the ice cream cone?
Yes, it was because sometimes I have inspiration just looking at things because I am always focusing my mind on designing idea that can communicate a concept to people directly. Because if you see on my work, there are not so many words. I like to work with a symbology and catch the emotion of the reader immediately. So in this case, I remember I was in a store asking an ice cream, and there were some children with ice cream, and one I start to think, "But this looks like an atomic explosion." And I said, I have to do something with that. And I use this connection of the cone with atomic, and I think everybody said that apart the dove, this is one of my best. Africa, this, the one that I showed you yesterday, no? But
Yeah,
this one is very strong. Everybody, and because I also think I'm also always thinking that my image they are international. They are not just limited to a country. And this image you can understand it in Brazil, in Russia, in China, United States, everywhere. That's what is important.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful that you emphasize it because, for me, you are a master of telling stories
Ah,
visuals. Really a visual storyteller who, as you have just emphasized, is convinced that there is this universal language.
yeah,
And
exactly, exactly.
2015, if I again can just quote your work, you not only focused on your works, your designs, but also on designs delivered by 100 other graphic designers presented in your book with 180 wordless posters. Uh, and the title of the book is No Words Posters. One image
Exactly.
is enough.
Yes.
So, how does it work? Because, Of course, everybody is so much into, this universal visual language, also the international style that was promoted in New York when you were there. On the other hand side, especially in the intercultural field, in the diversity inclusion field, everybody keeps telling, yes, but we need to pay attention to different symbols in different cultures. So, for example, the dragon that has to be, dealt with in European cultures as a symbol of evil is a symbol of prosperity in Asian cultures.
Yeah, sometimes there
So
are
how does it
different meaning.
exactly?
You
How
have to
does
be
it
very
work
careful.
with this universal visual language?
Yeah, you know that a famous car company, they were trying to sell a new car in Mexico, and they call it in Nova.
Yeah,
But they didn't know that Nova means don't work, don't va, no va.
exactly,
It was a terrible mistake. Exactly
exactly.
what you were saying before, no? That's
Yeah,
why that's why the image that I try to that I use, they want to speak without any possibility of misunderstanding.
yeah.
Like the dove, like this, like Africa. This is what I want to communicate, I want to do in my work.
Hmm.
You know, this is interesting story because I designed this. They call me and they asked me if I want to do something for the European Parliament. And there were 300 participants. They were designing a book. So I sent this one. And the first year I didn't hear anything. I received the book, and I had to tell you, uh, I was thinking that my idea was one of the best. I'm not so modest. But as I said, there were other idea that I didn't like at all, but I put away the book. After another year, I received a phone call from Bruxelles, and they said, "Listen, Mr. Milani, we saw your poster in the book,
Yeah,
and it's the best."
yeah.
They said,
Congratulations.
"Can you do you like to offer this book?" I said, "Okay, I can offer them. It's an honor, no?" And they used this poster in the offices of the Brussels Parliament.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy about that.
Yes, yes, it's really wonderful because it also relates to
Uh,
such important European values. As for these values, again, we say that they are European values. Nevertheless, when we look at them, they are actually universal values. Yeah,
Oh, yes, this is Europe because I was doing this poster for Europe, but
yeah,
you can use it everywhere
yeah,
because
yeah,
what is important in the end? Tolerance, empathy, living together, love. Love is the umbrella is love, but there are a lot of interpretation.
yeah.
No?
Yeah, yeah. And this brings me to another poster that you designed, also, what you emphasize as being together in the European context, this time going one step further
Ah, shit.
and
Ah,
having
this is
a look at the African idea of Ubuntu. So this Ubuntu of just being together is even
exactly.
exactly much more
It's
rooted
a
in the
word
African context.
yeah, African. Mandela used it a lot. When I heard this word from Obama, he was speaking about Ubuntu, and he said, first of all, I love the sound of
Yeah.
this word, and so I went to see what Mandela wants to communicate, and I love it. And I organized in Milano an exhibition, Ubuntu, in a huge space with 100 posters, not just mine. I have two of mine, but from the best designer in the world because I belong to AG. AG is Alliance Graphique International,
Yeah.
and we are about 500 now, the best designer in the world. And so I asked some of the best friend of mine if you want to participate to this exhibition, and I did it in Milano, 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a very nice. And that poster is the one that announced the poster. exhibition.
Yeah.
And the symbol is saving love, no, with a clip. There is also a very interesting story of the one that inspired me. I heard there was an anthropologist that he was in South Africa, and she put she put some gift, honey, something, fruit, cakes near one tree,
Hmm.
and she asked 12 young children to race. The first get everything, and they went to pick up everything and sharing. And this is something that make me cry, no?
Hmm.
And I said Ubuntu, and they said Ubuntu.
Yeah.
It's fantastic, eh? And
Yeah.
this was what inspired me on all this organization of this exhibition. And it was very well accepted, very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's so much about going beyond this, what we understand in the Western world as being together as a group of individuals towards this, yes, obviousness of sharing and
Very.
experiencing different situations really together in the emotional way. Yeah.
Yeah, because they said, the children, when they ask, why didn't you race? Why don't you race? Why I should be the only one that
Yeah.
win and get everything? It's better to share with everybody, a little bit for everybody, no?
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's the solution, I guess, for today, mess around the world, no?
Yes, definitely. Definitely this shift from yes, just competition to cooperation. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah. I love it. And it brings me to one more idea actually, because you have said that you get inspirations also from different situations, from different events. What is important for the process of design, in your opinion?
The importance is to be able to communicate this positive message and try to change in better what's going on today, no? Because the egoism of a man, you can see, no? Every day is unbelievable. And Ubuntu is a solution.
So you have just addressed that our world is in a very, very fragile state right now with lots of wars, lots of conflicts, lots of uncertainty. What is the role of design in this world?
Hey, but all the design is exactly try to make people understand, also a powerful people, that the solution is not fighting to each other, but living together, trying to understand how to live together and improve the quality of our life through culture and work, passion, love, all these kind of things, to make them understand that with the hate. I designed, I don't know if you saw it, a poster, hate with transforming love. Did you see
Yes,
that?
yes,
That's
yes.
the concept that I would like to communicate.
Very powerful.
I don't know how effective it is, but at least I try. And
Yes.
for
Yeah,
instance, I was very happy when I saw my dove, the poster, big 2 meters in the center of Berlin,
yeah.
in the plaza, the most important plaza there. I don't remember the name. It
Hmm.
was there with 1,000 people around
Yeah,
my poster, and
yeah,
that's a big satisfaction to see
yes.
the people understanding this.
Yes, of course. And actually, your posters are really evergreens, if I may say so.
Yes, thank you.
Because
I
when
love
I think
that.
again of your example with Berlin, it's about the energy of this design. It's about the continuum of this design. I'm happy you are mentioning the huge size of the poster. And still, I know that during the protests in the first day of the Russian aggressive war against Ukraine, there were demonstrations.
Mm.
at the Brandenburger Tor, so the Brandenburger Gate in Berlin. Uh,
Brandenburg, yes, that's the
yes,
place.
yes,
Yes.
exactly. So, yes, I assume the poster was also shown over there. There were people walking with small size posters of your dove of peace.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would like to see that because I just saw one of my students was in Berlin and she sent me the big one. But if you can send me the small, I will like it. I will appreciate. I have to tell
I
you,
don't have the picture. I just know that people
ah,
used these
that
posters.
was yours.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have to tell you another thing. One day I received a letter from Bangladesh. This master teacher of in elementary school, he told me, "Can I'm doing a book about sketches, design of the children. Can I use your dove for the cover of the book?" And
Hmm.
I said, "Of course, I love that." And he sent it to me, and it was fantastic because you can have Brandenburg in Berlin, but you have also a Bangladesh school with poor people that would like to use your dove, no? And I was very pleased.
Wonderful.
I was very pleased about that.
Yes, wonderful. And actually, it brings me to another question regarding your projects because you are very active as a graphic designer. However, you are also involved in many uh, projects regarding human rights, human justice, and social justice. And I just have this idea of the workshop that took place in Afghanistan, also inspired by your War to Peace poster. Can you tell a little bit more about this project?
Yes, was a surprise because they called me from Paris asking if I want to be a jury for some poster for a piece. And I said, yes, of course. You invite me to Paris, beautiful. And I will, I don't know when, but this man called me back and said, thank you for your acceptance of the jury, no? But I have to tell you, I didn't know, huh? I have to tell you that I sent to 1,500 women, girl, uh, your poster for peace, and I gave them your poster to be considered, to be reproduced, designed, but not with different idea, interpretation of my poster. And they did beautiful work. But I was not involved, I tell you the truth. But I just, you should have told me at least before. But I'm very happy that they did that. They said that they know me, they like my work, and I'm very happy to help these women that they need to be emancipated now.
Yeah, yeah,
They are
yeah,
not allowed to study. Can you imagine?
yeah.
And so this is a very constructive way to approach the culture and
Mhm.
and work directly themselves.
Yes,
So I will tell you in the future what's going on about because I want to be involved more on that.
yes, yes. It sounds very, very
And
inspiring.
now you know Ricky.
Yes, I do.
So Ricky knew about this 1,500 and wrote Cynthia is very interested in the concept, and he said that he has 15,000 women in India.
Yes, yes.
He wanted me to do something like that with them. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's very exciting.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I have to write him and find out what can we do because
Fantastic.
it's going to help people that to emancipate people is exactly what I want to do.
Yeah, yes.
That's very exciting.
Yes, yes, and I'm sure that when Ricky Suri proposes such a project, that it will also take place. Definitely, yes. By the way, I had the chance also to meet Ricky and also other uh, people during a fantastic program organized by your wife together with Shannon Murphy on the neuroscience of leadership. And by chance, I was sitting in a corner where I actually saw this
Ah,
this poster, The Born Prisoner,
God prisoner.
and it moved me a lot.
There is a double meaning,
Meaning,
no? It
exactly.
was for animals, of course, because they are born in a captivity and stay in a cage. But it also there is a double meaning about people, no? People
Exactly.
that are born in this so difficult situation and they feel without the possibility of studying, as I was telling you before, and that's exactly the same concept.
Yeah.
Born prisoner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And actually, without really knowing the meaning, I immediately relate to it more in this human way, what it actually means to be born in a place where war takes place, in a place where, just like in Afghanistan, young women struggle to get any form of higher education or high school education. And this is a very, very strong image. So, what I mean is that this is this power of design, that it can tell much more than
Yes.
uh, politicians in their speeches.
One image worth 1,000 words, no? It was for
Exactly.
photography, but also for some of the posts the same way. And that's it's very strong, very strong. I'm happy that you understand this because not so many people understood that. But it's very deep, the, the meaning of this image.
Yeah, yeah. It was really interesting because the next day I had the chance to go to the Met collection in São Paulo de Vence. And over there, I saw a really beautifully sculpted egg by Miro.
Ah,
And
yes, I
it was
remember.
really interesting, to have this idea, this visual idea of what actually it might mean to move also in the mental way from this captivity of this idea of being a prisoner to just having the freedom.
The freedom of the beauty of this image. Yeah, it's the opposite, no? You have a prison and you have a good idea. I would like to put it together. So you see that
Exactly.
can give a
Exactly.
very fantastic mm, couple
Yeah.
of images. Yeah, good idea. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
Yeah. So, what is really important in this moment is also, this interpretation people give to pictures, and also how they are moved by them, but by pictures, by design. And it brings me to one dynamics we actually also see nowadays, that in many, many school systems, hours devoted to music, to practicing art get cancelled. Why do we need design in the 21st century more than ever before?
Exactly, exactly. That's what is a big mistake, no? You should insist on exactly what I'm saying. To design images that helps the community, the humanity, how to improve our life. Because what is in the end that we want? Happiness, no? The happiness come from peace, and we should teach to the children starting from 6, 7 years old to how to interpret this concept.
In this very turbulent times, just like you are, really very, very talented in showing your emotions, your thoughts in pictures. If you were invited to choose one word, this time not one picture, but one word, what would be such a word that helps you personally to strive in these turbulent times?
The word is always love. because love is, as I told you before, is a big umbrella. Of course, you have to analyze what is love, what the components of love, which is empathy, tolerance, living together, and so and so. But that's try to reach happiness, try to understand each other. So that's a word.
You know, you have described your creative process in such a wonderful way. What gives you inspirations, and also what are the sources of creativity? I'm pretty sure you inspired many people who are going to listen to us.
I
Uh,
hope so. I hope so.
yes,
That is my purpose.
how exactly how we can also shift from negative thoughts, negative news in everyday life to this moments of just having positive emotions. And it can happen while designing something, but also while looking at the wonderful design. So
Of
thank you
course.
so much for your
Thank you,
creative
you,
work.
because you really push up some of my emotions.
Thank you very much, Armando.